Hello boys and girls, so today you are looking at ordering numbers from smallest to largest. So in this video I'm going to show you two ways you can do that. One way is using tens and ones and the other way is using a number square. And I just want you to choose your favourite way to answer the questions. It doesn't matter which way you choose. Okay, so the first way we're going to do it is using the tens and ones. So if you remember, in a two-digit number, the first digit is the tens and the second digit is the ones. So I'm just going to put a T for my tens above those tens and an O for my ones. And I'm just going to do that on all of the numbers to remind me. Okay, and I'm going to look at the tens first. So I'm going to underline those tens. Now I'm putting my numbers in order from smallest to largest. So I'm going to be looking for the smallest tens digit first. I've got 1 10 on this number, 3 tens in this number, and 2 tens in this number. So we're looking for the smallest number out of 1, 3, and 2. And we know that that is number 1. Number 1 is the smallest number, so number 12 is also the smallest number. And then I can cross it out there. Now I'm left with a 3 tens and a 2 tens. Which one is the smallest now? It's 2 tens. So I can write down 24, cross that one out. And then the largest number left over is 36. So I've put them in order from smallest to largest. 12, 24, 36. The other way that you can do that is to put your three numbers on the 100 square. And if you can print off your 100 square, that's great, you'll be able to write on it. But if not, you just need to find them on the screen, on your number square on the screen. So let's go and have a look at the one on my screen. I've circled those three numbers on my number square on the screen. And you will notice that the smallest number is 12 because it's nearest the top of the number square. If you remember from yesterday, the smallest number is always nearest the top of the number square because that's where we start counting when we're counting forwards. We start at the top. So number 12 is the smallest number because it's nearest the top. And then the biggest number is 36 because it's nearest the bottom of the number square. And in the middle we've got 24. So in order from smallest to largest, 12, 24, 36. Whoops. And it's the same as when I was doing my tens and ones. You can just see it on the number square. Right, let's have a go at another one. So for question 2, I've got 18, 11 and 16. So I'm just going to write my tens and ones above. Again, tens, ones, tens, and ones. I'm going to underline those tens to start with because I always start by looking at the tens. I've got 1 10 here, 1 10 here, and 1 10 there. So all the tens are the same. And that's no good to me because I can't see which one's the smallest from looking at those tens. So I'm going to have to move to the ones and have a look at the ones instead. So I'm just going to circle those ones for you. There we go. I've got 8 ones in this number, 1 1 in this number, and 6 ones in this number. And it's easy to see that number 1 is the smallest. So my smallest number is 11. Write that down, cross it out because I've used it. Then I'm left with 8 and a 6. The smallest number out of 8 and 6 is number 6. So 16 comes next. Cross it out, and then the biggest number left over is 18. So that's how I would put them in order from smallest to largest using the tens and ones. But I can also again do that on my number square. So I've circled them on my number square here again. Now this time, because they all have the same tens, they're on the same row. So we can't see which one's higher and which one's lower. Remember, the smallest numbers are nearer the top and the biggest numbers are nearer the bottom, but that isn't going to help us with this question. So what we look at now is where it is on the line. Now remember, when we count from smallest to largest, when we're counting forwards, we start at this side of the line and we work our way across as the numbers get bigger. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the smallest number is always on this side and the biggest number is always further along the line. So I'm going to go to the beginning of the line. My smallest number is 11. And as I work my way along the line, I've got 16 is the next number and 18 is the biggest number. So the number at the start of the line is the smallest and the number at the end of the line is the biggest. And that's how you can use your number square to help you order those numbers. It's just like a mini number track in the middle of your number square.